Hey, Woodsuck here. Thanks for stopping by. I hope everyone's doing okay. Um, Working on this Cottonwood piece. It's like a video I made about a month ago. I just wanted to bring it out of the archives, so to speak, and want to show you this process that I use during carving with the bark. It's a little bit different than the pine knots. This one I use a Stylo Plus pretty much throughout, and it's pretty ideal for this type of work since it has low torque and it doesn't require the power as a normal wood carving. Yeah, at the end of the video, I got another clip from Jacques from Winnipeg. He did a video presentation of opening the box of bark he won in the contest that we had like last month. So if you're interested, you can just go by the chapter marks and go there, check it out instead of going through all the carving bit here if you're not interested. So anyway, um, yeah, I'm doing this super hyperlapse for the first 3.5 minutes, and then I slow it down just to work on the features a little better. It's basically, this is a kind of rough out area, and mostly using diamond burrs on this because the wood's so soft. The diamond burrs actually are not very aggressive compared to a carbide burr, for example. And yeah, this one, a different kind of, I think it's going to be a female, the way it looks. It's hard to tell. It could be kind of androgynous, perhaps. A little mixture of male and female together, which is always kind of interesting. It's pretty popular these days, I guess, with the culture. So, yeah, maybe I should call it like a hybrid. I'm not sure. Yeah, cool thing about wood carving, the sky's the limit. You just use your imagination. You can go anywhere. It's all like up to you. And inspiration from other objects that you see in real life. Most often, people's faces inspire me. It's kind of no faces, no one face is alike. They're all different. I mean, there's some faces that are similar to one another, but not exactly alike. But pretty strange thing to ponder. So many details. That's why I'm basically drawn to it. This type of art form. I used to be more of a drawer and painter. Then I still dabble in that, but mostly it's carving these days. So yeah, here we stopped the hyperlapse. Now we're going to like a slower tempo, and yeah, it's basically just fine tuning everything now. Yeah, kind of like going for a slightly furrowed brow look on this particular face, and it's puffy eyelids on the top. And it's kind of like a pudgy person, I think, with a more or less like a fat chin, maybe elongated, maybe like a Habsburg genetic offshoot. Yeah, this particular chunk of bark came from northern Illinois, and it's the same type of bark, same tree that went to Jacques up in Winnipeg. It's really, I like the qualities, even though I'm not, maybe I'm just still trying to get used to it, but I still prefer pine knots for some reason. I'm not sure why exactly, but cottonwood bark is nice. I mean, for the rapid aspect of carving, super fast. And it's a even tone, unlike the pine knot. Pine knot has multiple layers and tones, which I think is the reason why I'm more gravitating towards that type of wood. Because the cottonwood is all continual tone, and then you probably have to do some selective burning with a torch or a wood burner just to add some dark accents. But here I'm not going to do any of that burning or anything like that. It's going to be straight piece, just straight carving, no varnish, nothing. And it seems rather porous too. It seems like it would soak up any kind of sealant or any kind of oils pretty fast. But yeah, I think the preservation aspects are nice of that, and I think it tends to darken the wood a bit. But I kind of like this lighter color as well. Yeah, from here on out, I'm just using strictly diamond burrs, like the lower grit, finer grit, I mean. And this one's like a really pointy, conical style shape. And it's good for the eyes, just to get in there, get the small lines in there and stuff like that. Around the eyelids, particularly. And the Stylo Plus has adjustable variable speed, so you can crank it down to low speed too, so it's not as aggressive. Yeah, there's a small dial setting on the side of the tool. It's like 1 through 5. You can select a different variable speed. I don't think it works with a variable speed control. Maybe it does, I'm not sure, but it'd be interesting to know. But I don't use those variable speed controllers on a foot pedal apparatus. It's mostly I just set my speed and work with that. And I do have a foot switch, but it's on and off more or less. But that's the farthest I've gone with a foot control. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not too sure if the variable controller is very necessary, actually. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, I've never tried it, so maybe it is good. I'm not sure. But in hindsight, when I think about it, I think basically all you need is an on-off switch. And then you could select your speed by hand, more or less. I mean, it seems like a nice thing to have a variable foot switch, perhaps, but honestly, I'm not sure that's very necessary. We're about at the midpoint here right now. Now it's all downhill. And I'm just putting some lines in the cheeks there. I don't know what anatomical terminology would be for that part of the face, but I see it a lot in faces, and it's good for like especially older faces when you want to bring out the lines and stuff like that. And she's got some slight puffy cheeks, I would say. Then again, a little bit on the older side, perhaps. Maybe gain some weight here. Could be a reason for her puffy cheeks. And I don't know, I could have put some ornamental leaves around the bottom, but I decided not to, is due to time constraints. But that could be something I can come back to at a later date, which sounds interesting. Like maybe like a wreath or like a collar of leaves around her or something like that. Be kind of interesting. I did put some hair at the top of her head, like kind of parted it midway on her forehead, but it's in shadow and you can't really see it all that well. And she's got the squinty look, like she's in bright sunlight, perhaps. Just coming out of the shadows, kind of blinded by the light. Mouth slightly agape, in awe or wonder at something. I'm not sure. I'm just going off the beaten track here, so just don't take my babbling seriously. I'm just going off on a tangent there as I try to describe the face I'm carving. Maybe it's a good thing to do. Maybe it's not. So, yeah, I've been kind of off the social media for like the last week. Been kind of taking care of personal business, so I apologize if anyone's tried to reach out on Facebook or anything like that. But, yeah, I try to answer questions or any comments out there when time's available. But sometimes you get caught up with things and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll try to maintain a video per week status here. And I'm not short on materials, that's for sure. I just need to find some kind of rhythm here. And I'm thinking of starting to do Sunday uploads when everyone's not working or anything like that. And maybe do those premiere videos that gives some people some opportunity to get up online and stuff like that. But unfortunately, tomorrow I'll be on the road, so I won't be able to do anything like that. So, yeah, anyway, I got a bunch of ideas I'm excited about putting together here for the immediate future, so it should be pretty exciting. A little close up, zoom out, check it out. And yeah, I'm doing my final phase here, doing minor adjustments to the face, little nuances, trying to give it some more life to the face. And yeah, I got another project in the works right now. It's going to be totally different from what I normally do, but it's basically going to be a relief style carving, not full three-dimensional on a flat piece of wood. Yeah, I won this contest from Matthew's Chainsaw Carvings from the Netherlands, and he gave me a bunch of pieces of wood along with the owl that I won. And yeah, Mathieu has a YouTube channel from the Netherlands, and he predominantly does chainsaw carving. Does a really good job. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Got some different animals he works on. I think he did a rabbit lately, but anyway, you gotta check it out. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. He came up with some custom varnish mixes, and pretty active, pretty interesting fellow. Yeah, I'd check him out. A lot of cool stuff going on over there in Europe. But anyway, I thought I'd give him a shout out. You also got a link to his channel if you're interested. It's in the description of this video if you want to check it out. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you guys show up and give some input and feedback and etc. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, coming up on the end of this video. It's not going to be as long as a previous video that I put up, but it's going to be around 15, 16 minutes long, max. But yeah, I'm happy to get this one uploaded. It's been on my mind for a bit here. I just finally got some voiceover done on it and commentary, and so yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's actually, I think, one of my favorites pieces lately. Yeah, final inspection of the piece here. Looking pretty good. I think it's a wrap. But anyway, besides the leaf collar, which I may do in the future, but otherwise I think it's pretty much completed. But stick around momentarily. We'll have the unboxing segment. So take care, everyone, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Hi there, just got my Cottonwood bark box from Wood Psycho, aka Paul. I'm gonna open it up and see what we got. Got a little note. Comes from Northern Illinois, Dixon. Cool. Let's see what we got here. We got some nice little pieces. Cool. Nice and thick. Oh, I've got some other pieces in here. Oh geez, this is a big piece here. Look how thick that one is. Nice. Oh, here's a huge piece. Sure we're gonna make something nice out of that. Thanks, Wood Psycho.